Hi, I'm here today to show you how to harvest milkweed seeds from a milkweed pod. Now, if you've ever done it before, you know that it's a mess, unless you have some nice advanced method. I developed one. I did not watch this on YouTube or see anybody else do it. This came from studying how the seeds formed in the pod, and it's the same method I applied for harvesting sunflowers based on the shape of and how they grow and all that wonderful stuff. You will need a strainer. They're like at the dollar store, and I prefer to use it. You can use any container really, and a sink strainer. Like I said, you can use a container. I just like to have multiple steps. So what we're going to do first, we're going to take the milkweed pod. Of course, they're green, not too green though, because you want to be able to. You want to make sure the seeds are developed. When they get this big, they're usually developed, and I let them sit like that for a week or two. If you're going to harvest them, do it responsibly. Don't deplete a whole area. Grab, a few pods here and there. A lot of these pods were harvested from an area where there's going to be development next year, and I basically saved them because they're going to get bulldozed, and it's sad. But I was able to slip in and get them before they would have just been destroyed. And I'm going to take these seeds and be responsible next year, or by a little bit at the end of winter, so that seeds can restart with the cold weather. And the cold weather for a few weeks, days, triggers them, and then they grow in spring and develop a very deep taproot, and then they grow into help the monarchs. All right. So what you do is you take the pod. Oh, and you also need scissors. Obviously, these look worn out. You take the scissors, you cut the end of the pod. Kind of don't cut too close up. You want to get as close to the end as you can, and you just cut it. And it actually is really easy to cut because it's just hollow, pretty much. You're going to take it. Well, after you do that, you're going to, and it literally splits open so easily. Look at that. And what you're going to do is you don't want anything to come apart. All right, it's beautiful and clean and white in there, and it's just beautiful. You'll notice a beautiful silk. It kind of looks like a pine cone, but you'll notice beautiful silk. What you're going to do, see how that's all one piece? That's what you want. You want that one piece. You're going to take it, you're going to grab it as tight as you can, and you're going to slowly comb them with your finger, very gently. See that? It's all one piece still. Now, there are pods where sometimes it's not this easy, and they will fall apart. That's just the way it is. What you want to do is lightly comb. If you notice more hairs coming out, you're combing too hard. Comb it very gently, and it really works best to have fingernails with this, because the fingernails can really get between the fur, the cotton part, and the seed. And there are going to be areas that you miss or areas that don't come off. That's just the way it is, unfortunately. But it's better than having all this fluff everywhere. All right. And as you can see, it's pretty much almost virtually, there will be a seed or two, but it's almost virtually intact. Another thing I recommend is, and it takes a second. It's really nice. It's very relaxing too. Another thing you want is some type of container, of course, maybe with a lid, to where you can put these in here and you can dispose of them in an area and give them back to nature. Not dispose, give back to nature. We'll use that word. And I didn't think this through. Oops. In this process, you want to do that process I just showed you over a strainer, not the container that you use to hold the milkweed pods. All right. You're gonna get some of these. I'm not gonna lie. It's better than the other alternative, getting it everywhere. You just kind of pull them off, and now you got fluff all over your hands. How do I get it off? You rub them. You just rub it. That's all you got to do. And what you do is, since they're still kind of green and wet, you do not put them in a bag of any kind or any type of sealed container. You lay them flat, possibly on newspaper, and put them where they'll dry out. Check on them every maybe once every other day to make sure there's no mold and mildew. And what you have is beautiful seeds. Just so singular. They're just the seeds, no cotton, and it's that an easy method. This is a method that I came up with based on studying the formation in the milkweed pod. And let me show you a closer view. There will be a little fluff here and there. That's just the way it is. But as you can see, it's beautiful. So, and then put those in a container once they are all dry after about a week or two. I'd say 2 weeks just to be safe. But I'm Justin, and that's how you harvest milkweed pods without making a mess. Thank you.